Today we're going to compare the Baby Jogger City Sights and the Uppababy Cruz V2, two mid-sized reversible seat models, both built quite durably, but varying in terms of price and also with regards to what each offers performance-wise. So let's jump straight into it then, looking at the advantages and disadvantages of each model in turn, and focusing on their differences in terms of child comfort, ease of use, longevity, and driving characteristics, before ending with a discussion of under what conditions and uses one might make a better purchase over the other. And starting off with the Sights, the model clocks in at 11.3 kilos and folds down to 81 by 59 by 32 centimeters with the seat attached. As far as child comfort is concerned, the Sights has a bucket seat design with an adjustable leg rest that's a bit narrow for models of this sort at 27 centimeters, but has a more or less acceptable overall length of 96, judged by adding up the lengths of the backboard, baseboard, leg rest, and space beneath the canopy, which can be extended a bit for older children in the forward-facing position by folding down the leg rest and using the front frame mounted footrest instead. Moving on to parent comfort, the Sights' handle is adjustable between 99 and 109 centimeters, and the model's shopping basket is relatively large and weight capable, and is easy to access from the front with the seat reversed, but is unfortunately blocked off a bit in the rear by the positioning of the central crossbar. As far as folding is concerned, the process is quite easy and the model can be folded down to a single piece, both with the seat forwards or reversed, though I do miss a standing fold with the model, both for easier loading in and out of the trunk and easier storage at home. Looking at longevity, the Sights is built quite sturdily overall, with chunky bars, reinforced connection points, good cross support, and a locally activated fold on the chassis itself, which is generally a sturdier setup than handle-activated folds, since it doesn't require long internal wires. There are a few negatives with the model as well though, in its wire-based brake system, the fact that the handle is a bit slim for the weight of the model, which will likely lead to loosening over time, and the Sights' pretty poor suspension, which will cause it to wear down a bit faster from the effects of bumpy ground. Lastly, when it comes to driving, the Sights has a sturdy, rigid feel, not loose side to side, and a good center of weight that allows for easy tipping and steering. Wheel size on the model, 7 inches in the front and 10.2 in the back, is good for a model of this size and allows the Sights to at least make it over larger obstructions, though, as I said, the model doesn't have very good shock absorption, and consistently rougher terrain such as old-style cobblestones or larger grain gravel will be unpleasantly bumpy despite the model's softer tires that do help out a bit with lighter rough ground like lawn or dirt roads. Moving on, the Cruz V2 has more or less the same weight of 11.5 kilos, but folds down to a slightly larger 42 by 58 by 84 centimeters. As far as child comfort is concerned, the Cruz also has a bucket seat with an adjustable leg rest, but has much larger seat dimensions at 34 centimeters wide and 109 long for just the seat frame, while, as with the Sights, there's also additional length when using the footrest. In addition, while looking at the seat, I would note that the textiles on the Cruz have a bit more quality feel than on the Sights, and that, when extended, there are also flaps to cover the Cruz's ventilation sections, while the Sights are left open, reducing sun coverage to some extent. When it comes to parent comfort, the Cruz has roughly the same range of handle height as the Sights, 101 to 108 centimeters, but a larger, more weight-capable, and much more accessible shopping basket, which is actually one of the model's peak advantages versus the wider market as well, in my opinion, for parents who tend to get around a lot on foot. Like the Sights, the Cruz V2 is also quite easy to fold, and though the folded dimensions are a tad larger than the Sights, the result of the Cruz V2's seat frame not having the same ability to fold in half, the difference here is not so much as to really be significant when it comes to fitting in the trunk, and the fact that the Cruz also has a standing fold is another advantage in my opinion, making for less bending when loading it in and out of the car, and making it more convenient for storing at home as well. Moving on to longevity, the Cruz V2 is built in a similarly sturdy manner to the Sights when it comes to the basic structure of the chassis, also having thicker bars and reinforced connection points as well as good cross support, but has also both a more substantial handle and much better shock absorption. It does also have an equally complex wire-based brake system, more complex swivel locks, and a handle-activated fold, but note here that the internal components involved in the fold are quite sturdy, and overall, I would judge the Cruz V2 as actually being a little more durable than the Sights, though note that both models are pretty strong in comparison to the wider market. Looking lastly at driving, the Cruz has slightly smaller wheels than the Sights, but the better suspension and stronger handle make it significantly smoother over rough ground, and the Cruz is the better choice in my opinion if you need to negotiate cobblestones or lighter off-roading as a part of everyday life. So, which of these should you choose then? This really comes down to price in my opinion, as, even though the Cruz V2 is the overall better stroller, due in particular to its advantages with regards to seat size, suspension, and the larger shopping basket, the Sights does provide quite strong durability more widely within its own lower price class. So, provided that you live somewhere smoother, if budget is your primary concern, then there's nothing wrong with going with the Sights. That being said, however, if you can afford the extra couple $100 or so, you would notice increased performance, comfort, and ease of use by going with the Cruz V2 instead. In any case, we hope you found this video interesting, and if you did, please subscribe, as this sort of support really helps us to continue making videos in the future. If you'd like to know more about either of these models, we have standalone reviews that go into a lot more detail, and links have been added in the description. In addition, if you're currently shopping for a stroller, we have a buyer's guide on our Patreon page which lists a wide range of models that we recommend, with a lot of technical and lifestyle related information. You can find it by following the link in the description as well. Thank you.